Thank you very much, Ajit and Unique Times Business Summit. It's a pleasure to be here. I've come here for earlier summits also. One thing that you would have noted is that Ajit starts all his programs exactly on the dot on time. That's very unique for India. We all start things half an hour late or more. And it's very rare to find somebody who is a stickler for time. As you can see today, we've got a galaxy of experts in their fields to present before us.
But the technology is evolving every day. Every technology, not only information technology, medical technology, in every field of medicine, it is evolving every day. So it is becoming more and more high-tech with the evolution of artificial intelligence, etc. It is evolving every day. So this calls for a lot of investment for the hospitals for upgrade their facilities to bring it to world class. So now the patients are also benchmarking with the world class facility because of the information available. So the private equities are coming in a very big way. The biggest, largest of private equities in the world has already entered Kerala in a big way. The hospitals are becoming a chain of hospitals. So the latest equipments, the latest technology, etc. is adopted by hospitals. As Dr. Periyapuram has said, the pricing, there is a difference, but all depend on one's affordability.
To discuss on a topic which I think is very important, particularly for Kerala, the transforming tourism through the hospitality, healthcare and wellness. I am from the oncology, that means cancer. And the cancer is normally thought about, that is treatment. But I think that's not the only sort of a solution. The solution starts from the time you take the birth till you ultimately depart. That's where the cancer has to be controlled. The way we live right from the childhood, the way we eat, the way the life environment is there passes off. All that ultimately influences the development of cancer. And that's why you find that today the cancer is becoming almost number 2 already and may become number 1 in terms of the mortality allowing the cardiac disorders. So I have been working at a Tata Memorial Hospital for 32 years, involved in various developments of the cancer. But today I have come to realize that the most important thing is, the first thing which all of us forget is the prevention. And following the prevention, it comes the early diagnosis. Then comes the treatment, which can be surgery, medical treatment, chemotherapy, and radiation therapy, as well as many other verticals like immunotherapy. And then this is followed by the rehabilitation.
We know that by 2030, people 1 in 5 will be aged above 65 years of age. That means we have to work on not on lifespan, we have to work on health span, where Ayurveda and integrative healthcare could add a lot of value in it. So first of all, let me say that we have to position India as well as for the as healing India purpose, and also Kerala will definitely take the lead. Why? Because Ayurveda is the overall capital of Ayurveda across the world. High value, especially those who are coming for a premium hospitality service. They have clearly an agenda of our intention for longevity as well as for anti-aging, personalized wellness. So they have, it is just not a relaxation. They coming with a clear intention of longevity, healthcare, that personalized healthcare. And so to offer such kind of facilities to high spent individuals, definitely premium resorts, premium hospitality, premium hospitals are really required.
The government health sector is pretty good, but by and large, people prefer to go to the private hospitals, but they are very expensive. What is your take on it?
Well, see, the more advanced the care is in whichever areas, more expensive it will be to establish. Even when you go to government hospitals, the expense which the government is providing to the patient is much the same as private hospitals. Only thing is that the patient doesn't have to spend, but somebody is spending it. See, when I did the first heart transplant in Kerala in 2003, the cost which our hospital charged the patient was around 10 lakhs. compared to about 70 or 80 lakhs outside the state. Now, when the first heart transplant was conducted in Kottayam Government Medical College, the cost was only 1 lakh. But we cannot, how can we compare the 10 lakhs with 1 lakh? The cost of infrastructure is free for the government hospitals. Medicine is free, but it is from the taxpayer's pocket that the government is paying money. So the cost of the healthcare delivery is equal in both private and government hospitals. But in certain corporate hospitals where the facilities are almost 5-star, we can't expect them to deliver the healthcare like in the mission hospitals where I work. So there has to be a leeway or a middle way to strike a balance between the cost and the facilities which we provide.
Transformation of tourism through health, wellness, and hospitality. See, today, I think hospitality or healthcare or wellness is a route, because ultimately, how can we transform the tourism to this country? I just read the statistics. Around 2.5 crores people visit Kerala as tourists. Out of that, around 800,000 are medical tourism. 800,000 to the whole of India.
Must be in domestic Indian tourists.
Domestic one. And foreign tourist is around 10 million, which is around 1 crore. Now look at a small place like Dubai. It's 4,500 square kilometer, and whereas I think Kerala is around 85,000 square kilometers. In that 4,000 square kilometer area, we got 20 million, that is 2 crores of people visiting, as tourists to Dubai. So there are a lot of learning. So how are you connecting every spot? If there's somebody is coming here for a medical tourism, is there a mechanism in place who can connect your travel to because it's not the best 5-star hotel property which gives you the convenience. Even right from the immigration, right from your arrival into this country, the entire ecosystem has to be supportive. I think I'll pause here. So there are a lot of things you can learn from here.
You may be knowing, the future fuel will be the water. So we can split the water into hydrogen and oxygen, the oxidizes, and get the heat energy back. Is the energy that is coming up. Now the capital intensive project, but it does not mean that in the future course it will not come. So water is the next energy source, and Cochin International Airport along with the BPCL has ventured into that. It is a capital centric project, but in the due course it will be coming down. It will be coming down. So the issue is like when we venturing into the solar energy, it is produced only on the daytime when the sun is there. So we need to store the energy. How to store? So we need to have some battery energy storage systems. It is also expensive. Now that is the case where Cochin International Airport has ventured into the green hydrogen, where the solar energy is being used for splitting the water into hydrogen and oxygen and storing the hydrogen for the next fuel. So the last minute connectivity, the energy storage system, the circular economy, everything will matters for the tourists to come, and we together along with the airport operator, the travel industry, and the tourism, including the medical tourism, the wellness tourism, and the hospital tourism or the leisure tourism promoters, has to go hand in hand, and Kerala need to project ourselves as we are sustainable and we are responsible people who are actually, we promote the sustainability of Kerala for the next generations to maintain as God's own country. Thank you very much.
The Ayurveda was developed ages ago when the environment was different. Today we live in a different environment. We are used to eating different foods, processed foods, outside foods, stored in refrigerators, and so on and so forth. So the challenges are a little different. But on the other hand, we have technological advancements in terms of pathology, diagnostics, and infrastructure. So we need to now move towards from the ancient system of treatments and healthcare in Ayurveda from those ages to the present day system, which is more palatable, acceptable to the modern public, which is used to the present day of life. The guest would not, for example, stay in a center for a month but somehow we need to compress it. Treatment systems, which is both online and offline, and post once he's left the center and goes back to his place of work, so that can continue. So there needs to be a continuity with the guest, with the traveler and the visitor which is visiting you and coming to you for treatment.
Thank you all very much. A big round of applause to our panelists, please. Louder. Yeah, louder. That's it. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.